Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're talking about putting storage boxes on SnowBike kits. Now there's kind of two main groups. You've got your standard style of kit. You have your Timbersled, your Mnt.Top, your MotoTrax, your CMX, everything with a hard aluminum top. If you have a Camso, I don't know. I've never even seen a Camso. So if you have one of those, comment down below how you mount your storage box. But we're talking your Timbersled, your Mnt.Top, your CMX. This is a MotoTrax, same style. It's got this aluminum top flat. And then there's Yetis, and they're carbon fiber, and their cargo rack, we're going to do that second. So if you have a Yeti and you're looking how to mount a storage box on one of those, or I've got a pretty slick couple solutions for those, jump ahead in the video and you can get into that. But right now we're just going to talk about your standard aluminum topped SnowBike kit. So pretty standard is the hard box, the Pelican case or Pelican case knockoff, you know, 100, 200 bucks. You can grab these guys, or a Milwaukee Pack out, which is cool. I don't have a thick one, but obviously you can mount any of the small style cases, fit real well. Let's go ahead and talk about this guy. This is the one that came off this kit. First off, don't buy a box wider than your kit. Now this kit tapers in at the back, so it's a little deceiving versus the track, but the overall width on this kit is the overall width on this box is 12 inches, which is pretty standard because most tracks are on a 12-inch wide track, so a 12-inch wide box kind of works. Smaller box equals less drag. If you have a giant box on the back, as you lean these things in through the mountain, that top will come over and cut your trench and adds a lot of drag if you have a box that overhangs a lot. So, try not to do that. The standard hard case is pretty much straight up. I pick a spot, I drill 4 holes. I happen to use this little area through here. I set my box where I want it on my tunnel, get it all squared up and measured, and then through my holes, I just drill down through the tunnel, boom. I got 6mm bolts with washers, and we can go and poke those down through here. This is the kit. This box is already on this kit, so I don't really need to mount it, but we'll get her lined up here. So one caveat to using bolts is don't use bolts that are too long. You don't want them so long that your track lugs will come up and hit them. So just check that, or run them up from the bottom. And then if you put a piece of foam in here, the bolts aren't really a big deal. You can do it either way, but that's basically how I mount these guys. You just bolt them on. Fits on there quite nice. You can cut the handles off if you want. My gas can goes up here, so it slides in underneath the fender. My fender comes to about here. Obviously I don't have the bike in here right now, so with the fender here I can still open my case. If I put the case up here, it's not going to work. That's about all there is to mounting a hard box on one of these kits. Let's talk about Milwaukee Pack outs. Okay, I have these nifty little aluminum stamped pack out brackets. Oh, idiot, it's upside down. And kind of the same thing. Figure out where you want it. Now you could rivet it down. Comes with a few different holes. I just make these holes in the end a little bigger. 6mm bolts. Use 4 of them, but you could also rivet it down. And now we can take our pack out. Way you go. I like the pack outs because you can run the thicker one, and then you can put this one on top if you need to. They're waterproof. They're tough as heck. I'm sure Milwaukee will warranty it if you explode the thing. They're great. And they're interchangeable. You need a small one, a big one. You want to run 2. You want to kick one off at the cabin. You could even put a little fuel bladder inside them. They're awesome. And they're narrow and long. It really works as a good shape, good fit for snow bikes. I like it. So, clip her off here. There you go. Bolt her down, rivet it down. Unfortunately, you're just drilling holes in your tunnel. It's got to be done. It works out the best. It's only a SnowBike kit. Don't sweat the details. Let's move into Yetis because they are difficult. They're carbon fiber. So you got your Yeti. You've splurged. You've got a $500 mounting system that's got all these rods. I got mine half taken apart because we're going to work on it. It's really the best way to go. I think in the future I'm working on a solution to make a bracket so you don't have to buy this. You can just bolt on a hard case, but contours, plastic, molding, stuff, things. Future. For now, let's mount a box on here. So this box is wider than the rails allow. It's no good. I actually ran this one, but I had to use spacers to move my rails, or these angle iron pieces, that's aluminum, angle pieces, angle aluminum out with spacers, and then I had to move these in and had to bolt through this. It's a mess. It's a pain in the butt. I've seen people mount them up on top, U-bolts, whatnot, up here. A mess. A mess. So we have some brackets here at SnowBike Central, and let's show you how they all work. Well, first, find a box that fits inside your cargo rack. This one happens to fit pretty well. I did, if we come over here, I did have to shave down these back little tabs a little bit, my angle grinder, but it fits down there nice. You do want to position your cargo rack, or your storage box, not your cargo rack, your storage box far enough you can get your hand in here and get your fuel tank open. So you don't have to take it off to get your gas can out. And when you lift these out, they tip forward. So slide them back a little bit. Make sure you got a good spot. So to mount this guy, we're gonna set it on our rack. We're gonna mark a location where we want it. You know, you can put a little tick or something with a marker. And then we're gonna go and throw her on the bench. So we got her upside down on the bench, and as you can see, we've got these round rods, but how do you mount the box to the rod? You've got the angle on the outside, but the radius of the box, or if you're running a smaller box, is nowhere close. You're gonna have to put bolts through sideways, put a U-bolt around it, maybe a U-bolt around this, which works, but it's not the cleanest setup. I'm missing one rod because I'm not sure where it went. Either way, we've got our case here, and what we've gone and done is made up these little plastic adapters. So what you're going to do is take the rods out that you want to use. We're going to slide these on with the thick side down, which on the bike is actually up, but thick side down, and they're going to go on the rods, but they're going to go like so, and they're going to give us a way to mount the rod to the box, and the box to the you know, all the things. Now, that being said, you need a flat surface, and the boxes always have these little ripples in the bottom, so I've just taken a flat disc and give them a little buff. You could do a nicer job than I have, but I don't really care. So you need a flat spot for these to mount to. If it happens to be between some things, that's fine. You can put them here, you can put them here, wherever it works out. You may, depending on what box combo you're gonna have to do, you might have to drill and move these rods. You can do that. You can drill a new hole through here, move the rod back. There's a lot of options. Put them in here. You do want them kind of butted up against something because they're just a press fit, but it's very tight. But personally, I put them right on the edges. So we're gonna go ahead and install these on these two rods because I've already got this all lined up, and we'll go from there. We're gonna go ahead and slide these both on the same way. It doesn't matter if they can go this way or this way. Doesn't really matter. Let's get her on there. You don't want to go and whack them on the corner. It is plastic. It is solid plastic, so give them a couple taps and drive her down. Whoop. The camera decided to take off on me. Then we'll line these up the same. Give you a tap here. They do twist. It's just tight. There we go. So we got one done. Same way. We'll get these ones on. Oh, that one slides on. She's been on and off a couple times. When you get yours, if you order them from me, they're quite tight the first time. Let's go back to our kit. Coming back over to our box that we haven't smoothed. You want these to sit nice and flat. Kind of lined up a bit. Thick side down, which holds the case up off of this a little tiny bit. And we're gonna go ahead and put our bolts back in. Put these rods back in. So this is a 4-mount kit. Comes with these flat button head bolts, which you can run either way. You can run them from the bottom, or you can run them down through your case. If you're concerned about the nut being up inside your box, you can always put this side down. But standard kit will come with 4. Our HD kit will come with 6, and if for whatever reason you need more, let me know. We can do something different. So you could put one in the middle if you wanted a 6 kit to hold your box on, but 4 is plenty. You're not gonna rip this thing off. But if you're putting the world's biggest camera case or something on and you want a couple extra, we can do more. No big deal. Okay, my case is already drilled for these brackets, but at this point yours won't be. You've got your brackets on your rods, you've got your case flattened. What you're gonna do is take a 11/64 or a 6mm, and you're gonna drill down through these as a template, or you can mark them, do whatever you want, and drill out your holes in the bottom of your case. make sure you take the foam out or else it gets all wrapped around your drill bit. So you're gonna go pom, 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 poke all your holes, and then you can go ahead and put your bolts in. You can put them in the case up like this and have a washer and nut on this side. It's quite close to the bottom of the Yeti tunnel. It shouldn't hit, but I mean, if you're there's quite a few mils. But if you're concerned or whatever, it doesn't matter to you, you can poke these down through here. And all we're gonna do is put all our bolts in, torque them down to 5 foot-pounds or hand tight, and your case is mounted. Okay, we got all our bolts tightened down. You're gonna want to torque those to 5 foot-pounds or just hand tight. Don't go crazy on the ugga-duggas. Doesn't have to be insanely tight. But what we did is I did them both ways so you can see. But we got bolts going in the case and we got bolts coming out of the case. So whichever way you want to do it, get her bolted on. Don't forget to tighten all your crossbars up. And now we've just got a skookum way to hold the case on the Yeti. Let's come over here. We'll get her clipped in. Okay, just like that. She's mounted, she's down, she's low, she's secure. Have a look on the inside. Obviously, I think this is the better way. Keeps it super flush, but with a piece of foam in here, it doesn't, I mean, whatever. If you don't want to blow your beers out with them sticking up, you know, put them down. But that's about all there is to putting the hard box on the Yeti cargo rack. I think it's a great system. Works out super clean. Those are $40 on snowbikecentral.com. If you want the HD kit, they're $50, basically $10 each. Comes with bolts. You'll need a drill bit. And that's about all there is to it. A little bit of time. You can get yourself a nice kit set up. I got another solution for Yetis, putting a pack out on here. I've got some other adapter blocks. Let's get them going. One other option on the Yeti is you can bolt the pack out right to the cargo rack. Now, the tricky part is you'll have to move the bars. So you have to poke a new hole in, probably up here between these guys, to get this crossbar in, and then this crossbar would work. You could put the blocks on here, and then you'd probably have to take this crossbar out. You've got to do a little jimmy jonging to get it all to work. That crossbar could stay, as the case is not going to come out. You don't got to hit the switch. So it could be done with, you know, you could poke a new hole in here and bolt that crossbar there, put the blocks on here, and away you go. And then your pack out case would just live down in here. A little tight to get these guys unclipped, but again, it can be done. I mean, it's probably going to fill with snow in here, but you know, what are you going to do? Everything gets full of snow. Now, because it's not removable, you could always clip another case on top. Yeah, what he said. But now let's move on to the pack out removable option. Time now to put the Milwaukee Quick Connect on our Yeti case. Not the easiest thing to bolt down because it's too narrow to go in the rails. You could make it narrow or whatever, but we have these little adapter blocks that you can press on to your crossbars, and then we can bolt this guy down. We also have the other kit for bolting the hard case on that you could just bolt your Milwaukee Pack out down. You'd have to move the rails around a little bit, but you know, that's here nor there. But this is for mounting the Quick Connect frame on your Yeti frame. So we got our adapter blocks slid on. They have to go a certain way. They will be oriented on here, I think, when you get one. If you order the kit, the kit will come with the bracket and these blocks and the bolts. Okay, this is all a little awkward to do because there's quite a few moving parts, but you're going to want to pull this crossbar out and slide these on. At the back, you want the holes in. At the front, you want the holes out because of the way these guys work. They can't be in line. So that's how we do that one. And then we'll start with the rear. We'll get these 4 bolts in. These are a pretty tight fit. Worst case, you got to run a drill bit through and give them a little alignment. This is all, it's a fairly snug fit. You want to run your bolts from the bottom up. If not, this is really close to your tunnel. You don't want to nick that sweet, sweet carbon fiber. Not on here. These ones are a little bit tighter to get in here. Come on. It's going to be a little hard to see. What you want to do is get your nut in there as soon as that bolt comes through. It's going to be a little tight. Come on. Jiggle it around a little bit. Okay, I think we got her. Get in here with our wrench. I'm not going to bother putting that in for demonstration here. Just going to get these guys run down. We got the front on, and we can see it pivots. So the crossbar at the front here is going to be in the wrong spot. This is where Yeti puts it in. It's up here. You need to move it back to here. So what I do is bolt this guy down. Now you're going to want to put these 2 bolts in under here as well. I'm not going to do that because this is just for demo. Put these guys in. All I'm going to do is poke this out the bottom a little bit. Get it slid right down through there. And then right here I can just come in, line up my bolt hole, you know, put her in the middle, poke a hole through there, and then I can go ahead and put my cross bolts back in. Okay, once you get all your bolts in, get them torqued to 5 foot-pounds or just snug down. Got yourself a Yeti with a pack out mount. Don't forget to tighten up any other ones you had to loosen. Sometimes you gotta loosen the other crossbars to get her spread. Just makes going in and out a little bit easier. Let's go over to the kit. Come back over to our Yeti kit, put our cargo rack down, and go get our case. And then we can see she fits just like so. So you can do it either way. You can make this removable, you can make it solid mount, but either way, now you got yourself a slick cargo system. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. And if you got a different way of mounting your stuff, type it down in the old comments and let me know how you get your extra stuff mounted on your SnowBike kit. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.